Alright guys, we made it. It is snowing. Look, snow. It's cold. Yeah, we're gonna try to get this done as fast as possible. Maybe. Has to be. There's nothing we can do about it. What are you doing, buddy? Don't go nowhere, I'm unloading. Don't go forward. No, you still got like a 2-inch gap. Yeah, I know you switch. I know. Yeah. Well, guys, my GoPro, I don't know, it quit recording. It just started making beeping noises and it's like, forget it. And then Dad got stuck sitting still here on the chute. He finally got his moving, so trying to get the camera on to watch that. You know how it is. But anyway, that being said, it's our turn for now. Maybe. Looks like I'm way off. I feel like it is anyway. I just follow the tracks in the snow. And I am not doing that. Once you got weight on the drives like this, they'll move pretty good. Unless it's just horrible. This is just packed for so many trucks running out here. Oh man. I'll probably be the one stuck when I unload. Maybe not. Is that it? Sure. We're unloaded. We'll catch you guys later. Okay guys, so the last clip you guys saw was me and Dad unloading. I've actually went back down and came back again. He went home. Well, he got a backhoe, then went home. So, look at this. It's like trash, but like I said, I got up there, unloaded, came back down here, just got up. You know, you always try to get up and like walk around, lift things, screech up, you know, this deal. And I step off the step, and I'm gonna show you guys what I saw. All right, so give me a second. on the passenger side, didn't see anything, and I looked under. I was like, "This is weird," you know, because usually you see that much water, you've got issues. And I was like, "Man, what's crap?" So I came over here to the driver's side, and you know, just like peek between the tires, just trying to not mess with you. My theory is don't kind of mess as much as possible. That way you can find it. So I was like, "Oh, it's behind the oil well, fuel filters," and I was like, "That's not good." I was like, my luck is probably coming like from up under the head. And so I rolled the hood over, you know, the whole deal, and luckily it was legit, that little line that goes over to the thermostat housing. Yeah, that looks like a lot, but it was like 3/4 of a gallon. Filled it back up. We couldn't have done it long. Good thing I woke up when I did. So that being said, I maybe have to do a back haul. I don't know. So it is a big amount. I'm gonna leave here, drive like all day, you know, all evening or whatever to the night, and we'll maybe answer some questions. Okay, guys. So in the not the previous video, but the one before, I said, you know, leave a comment and I would answer some questions on it. So this is me answering the questions. If I don't answer your question or I skip you or whatever, it's either one, I don't know how to answer it, or this is not the place to answer it, I guess. So here we go. We're going to, since we have a camera now, I can do both at the same time. So, love your videos. Is there a cattle load board? Quick answer to that, yes they are. Do I ever use it? I'm sure I've hauled some off of it, but like my dad does all my dispatching. We don't use it maybe like one load a year, you know. I mean, it's just how we operate. We do a lot of direct stuff, you know, from people that we actually know. Okay, and he also said, do you need an E-log for hauling cattle? I'm sure you could run an E-log, but probably wouldn't be a great idea. I guess it would depend on what you do. Like if you're like in a little hub area and you was never out of like a 200 or 300 mile radius of your home, I don't see why you couldn't. But no, 99.9% of us out here does not. We run paper. We still have the same 10 and 14 hour rule like you guys or anybody else. You know how some people don't follow the rules, and you have to follow the rules. So then he also said you have to go through the scale houses. Same thing. We have to follow the rules like everybody else, but if you ever looked at a road map, there's a lot of little like roads, you know. You can read between the lines there. How long can you drive when hauling cattle? Until you get there, you know. That goes hand in hand with not having any logs and the other roads on the map. You go from point A to point B, you know. If they call and say, hey, this is a 1,500 mile run, you don't feel like you can do it, don't take the job. So there's a lot of common sense in the cow hauling world. Okay, is there such thing as a livestock broker, or do you deal directly with farmers? Again, yes, they're brokers, and there's like bigger companies and they outsource loads, and you know, it's kind of a hand-to-hand, you know, hand-to-hand shake type thing. But for me, we do a lot of farmer to farmer basis, you know, or farmer to feedlot. That's how I've always done it. That's how Dad's always done it. Seems to work. What's the best plan to owning and running your own cattle truck in today's market? I mean, if you're already doing it and driving for someone else, and you got a few connections and the ability to, you know, get a truck, get insurance going, your own authority, or lease on to someone, it's today's market. You know, it ain't no different than, you know, pulling that horse trailer thing over there, or a reefer, you know. I mean, all is good and bad. You know, if you're somebody that's got real good reefer connections, obviously you're better doing reefer or flatbed, or, you know. I'm not saying that cattle is hard to get into, because obviously it's not. Especially nowadays, it's more like a trend, to be honest with you. But like I said, it's very person-to-person basis and handshake. You know, not a lot of people do contract stuff. So I seen a TikTok the other day that kind of answered it pretty quick. He's like, it says someone was asking, like, how do you get into hauling cattle? And he's like, go shake some hands, you know, at the sale barns, talk to people, meet people. And that's really honestly true, you know. How far can you travel with a loaded wagon before you have to stop and let them water and eat? Now that's the same thing again till you get there, but years ago, a lot of people wanted you to stop like every 15, 16 hours and put them on food and water, but like the past 10 years or so, I guess where the market's kind of iffy and trucking's iffy and the economy's iffy, the faster you can get on there on the ground, the better, right? And then you're not having to pay a middleman in the middle to like feed water, you know, hold them for 6, 12, 14 hours, whatever the case may be. Okay, so Raymond here said, when are you going to do a truck tour on your Peterbilt? I can actually do that. I mean, I can try to. I ain't really good at it. Did you build it? Yeah, we kind of, I mean, it's nothing like it used to be. I like the dash shits, they say. But it says, what about the freight volume for the last 12 months against the last 3 years? And what's normally the best month and worst? Thanks for the videos. Honestly, I don't know that question. So I have to go back and look at paperwork and stuff. But I will say, a good month. I mean, I'll try to average, like for our trucks and our guys, we try to average 10K a week. Some weeks it may be 4,000, according to what the cattle market's doing, and some weeks it might be 15,000 a truck. It just depending on how it works. I mean, you can leave Monday, you know, Sunday night, load Monday morning, and everything hit just right, and you're going 5 to 6 days or 2 weeks, whatever you do, and everything just click. You know, you don't have to bounce far, or everything just works out, and you can have a stupid good paying week, or you can come up and come back, and then it's like, you know, the cattle's down, or the weather's bad, the buyer didn't get enough because the farmers didn't bring them in enough, and then you skip a day. Like, cattle is so iffy with the weather and like the market itself and the economy. So, but we try to average at least, I'd say 8 to 12 in that range a week. That's gross, you know. That's not counting like nothing out. That's at the top, which I'm sure a lot of things pay better. But we don't do this because it pays better. We do this because we're free. What's your thoughts on the trucking industry? Because up here in Virginia, I know a couple truckers that are having trouble getting decent loads. What's your opinion? Honest opinion? Virginia, I'm not sure. They didn't specify what they was hauling. I'm assuming cattle. Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and the Carolinas. That's 90% of the feeders that go west come out of those states. And that I guess just boils down to, like, they don't really have the connections, you know. I mean, or if they do, like, people change all the time. There's people come in here and cut rates all the time. I mean, that's just a given. I mean, everything's like that. People change. People get different customers. This farmer's not going to pay this. So that's a big one. The main thing is find somebody you can work with that understands you and you understand how they do their business, like these buyers and stuff. And, like, don't jump around. I see guys get a good job, you know, they're happy. In 3 months, they're working for someone else halfway across the country. And I'm like, when they're like, well, they ask, like, man, I like it over here better. We stay busier than another place. Well, wasn't you busy 6 months ago with him? Now you got a little slow. Don't jump ship because it gets a little slow. Like, I've pulled one trailer for a guy from the time I had CDLs, you know, till like 2 years ago. And I didn't quit till we quit. Everybody quit, you know. Like, you can't just keep jumping back and forth. And that's a good thing, like how I do is like farmer basis, you know. Yeah, I might haul one load for this guy for this week, and he might not haul another, like ship another one for a month. But if I have enough smaller guys that know me personally, it works out. And then, like, if this one calls and he's like, hey, can you load Monday? And I know I can't get back before Monday. But, like, no, I can do it Tuesday or Wednesday when I get back. And if it's a person-to-person basis and he ships 1 or 2 loads out a month, he's going to work with you because it's most likely going to a feedlot. They don't even know halftime when you're there. Like, you'll roll in there and they're like, who are you? Oh, I didn't know they said it. Like, it doesn't matter. So these buyers and stuff's jumping up and down saying, oh, we got to move them right now. Unless they're in a sale barn, that's bullcrap. I've seen both ends, I've been on both ends. Do you have any merch for sale? No, not yet. like I said, everything I make on YouTube, I put right back into YouTube. Like, you know, whether it's $10, $100, whatever, it goes right back into it. Like this camera, you know, like I don't use any of the YouTube money for myself. So the merch thing is coming, and it's gonna be the same thing for that. Like whatever we use or whatever we sell will be going right back into making better stuff for us. You know, that's the plan. How long have I been trucking? Well, I'm a third generation. I grew up around reefers. Like my dad and Papa and everybody, they had reefers and ran the West Coast from like Knoxville to Cali. And I don't even know why I just zoomed in. See, we're learning the camera together. But with that being said, yes, I legally from 21. I'm 28 now, so what? 7 years. 7 going on 8 years, and then I got in the truck with Dad full time when I was 19. So 19, 20, 21. So 7, 8. Going on 10 years. If you count everything. But yeah, the whole merch side of the thing, that's the end goal, honestly. And building the 359 of you guys, like I've already kind of started with it, like just a little, not like a lot. Like I've just kind of seen what would work, what wouldn't, you know, like my ideals on like dropping it and stuff. So I've got the garage up enough, like I've got the pad, I got to dig the footer, supported concrete, and all the deal and that stuff. But yes, the merch stuff is legit the end goal. That's the plan, and we're working at it. But I got a lot of good ideas. I've got 10 years of ideas. You know, it's everything in my life I've built up to this point. And like I said 1,000 times, like as fast as you guys, it was like showing me that, you know, like you all want to watch these videos, and like as fast as you guys are like liking this stuff and like accepting it and bearing with my video and skills, like, you know, I can edit a little bit, but I can do better. I'm getting better. But really, I want to say thank you guys. You know, like I literally never thought that it would have got as far as it has, as quickly as it has. I didn't think we would ever get. I didn't think we'd get a quarter of this in the first year, honestly. So, like I said, we're rolling with it. We keep growing. The faster we keep growing, the faster we get merch, and faster we get everybody some cool stuff. That's the plan. And I'm not gonna be out here like everybody else, like, you know, flaunting this or doing that. Like, I'm just a normal guy like you. I worked since I've been 14 full time, pretty much. So, yeah. But like I said, guys, just the amount of support you guys have given me, you know, the likes, the sharing the videos, the comments, you know, is like, thanks. Like, I never would have thought we would have got this far. And like I said, this thing is super. Oh my goodness, what's on my finger? But yes, the shirts, the merch, the hats, more merch, the building the 359, growing this YouTube channel. I can't do any of it without you guys. And like, I really want to say thanks again for the likes, the shares, and everything. And you know, maybe one day we can get to work with the other people that we work with. Like, you know, people wants to like us to like do reviews on things or like, you know, products or whatever. Maybe we'll get to that point. But until like I feel comfortable with it, we're just gonna stay here and do what we can do and hope for the best. But I am going to take a nap. I got a load tomorrow. Not here, just Selborne, like 20 mile another one. And let's catch y'all tomorrow. But yeah, so if you guys want a quick rundown on the whole setup here, it's a 2003 379 at 306 wheelbase. And that's measuring from the center of the front hub to the center of the drive axles. 8-inch stacks, 20-inch bumper, 389 headlights, because I couldn't find 379 brackets when I needed them, so that's what we got. I'm running 10 mini watermelons for the visor, 4 on the breathers, 1 right here. I did have double amber right here, the big bracket ones, but where I'm so long going in and out of these farms, I'm always knocking them off. So there's a mini button light. I thought about putting another mini watermelon in the bumper, so everything will be watermelon light on the truck. I have 4 more at home to put back under my frame. We can do that on another video. But same thing on the back, factory position. So there's 2. I've added 2 more right here, and there's 2 on each side under the sleeper. And as far as the trailer goes, it's a 2023 Merit, 53-foot spread, 3-position crank up nose. Yeah, y'all know the deal on that. And underglow, that is actually like strips. Like I've had those strips that I've ran under the trailer, under the truck right through here for like 4 years until like, you know, a few months ago. So these, unless anything happens, I should have at least another 3 years of use out of those. So yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. It's a 6NZ with an Acer block kind of, I guess, Frankenstein motor. 336 rears on 22 5s and 13 speed. That's it, pretty much. Just a basic work truck that's ready to work. And we need some emblems again because the deer knocked them off.